Okay, this is like update 22. We drove the car around a little bit and decided it was time to take it apart, get it all media blasted, and put everything back together. And had Sarah come over yesterday, Sarah Jaffe, come over and help me get everything torn apart. The car has been looked at by a frame shop, and they pronounced it straight, which is what I needed to have happen so I could continue on, because it had been hit in a couple spots, and I just wanted to make sure everything was nice and square before we got started. Pretty atypical for a little Mustang. This thing is not a Rustang. It's got rust in spots. There's here and there little issues. That's a dark piece of something there, but there's a hole right there. And that's about the only hole on this side. There's a rusty area, as is typical with these, right here. But I patched those on just about every one I've ever seen. And for the most part, she's in really good shape, other than being bumped around a lot in storage. The back seats are right there in the way. I got them sitting out here so that all the mice can exit anytime they feel free. But gonna get it on a body cart, get it down to the blaster, and get it taken care of. Next weekend, of course, stripping the dash, the interior rear windows, the front and back glass, the suspensions off, engine out, tranny out, drive shaft out, brake lines off, wiring off, and then it's ready to go to the blaster. But in the meantime, I think I'm also going to take the opportunity to tune a little bit on the motor. As you can see, I don't have the vacuum advance on the distributor yet, and I've got one tappet knocking, one rocker arm sounds a little loose. So I'm going to fix that stuff before I take it to the blaster. But wanted you to see that this thing is really solid. Typically they lose, whatever they have here, and these sides of the firewall are just in great shape. The floors are in great shape. There is, once again, that's just junk sitting around. But there's one little hole up in here, the driver's side. This back here is immaculately solid. It's unusual that you don't have to put a floor in a Mustang, or a trunk floor. Trunk drop-offs, yeah, quarters, yeah, as you can see. But for the most part, the car looks good. Also scored some fenders. I don't think you can see them here. Laying down there, the gray ones. Scored some original 6-cylinder fenders. I know they're 6-cylinder because they don't have the holes for the V8 emblems. And I've got those cheap, I think cheap. And they're unhit, 1965 fenders, and just in immaculate shape also. No rust on them. They'll be going on the car. So while I've got the truck, I'm going to get everything down to the blaster and get this puppy going.